Hi everyone, great day to you. So I'd like to start this with the topic today is going to be create the life you want. The reason why I do these videos is because I want people to relate and to see how God works in your life. He works in my life and he can work more in your life if you learn to tune into him by quiet time and meditation. First thing in the morning, giving God thankfulness and just thanking that you're awake, you're alive, and you're healthy. So I want to go back to the angels, the last one that I did. I want to tell you about a confirmation that I had. I was at Dr. Rachel's house. Dr. Rachel is my friend, and I was there for a visit, and I was talking to her about the angels at the end, sharing with her my story about how God directed me to the angels. So as I left, I had shared with her the gathering name that I wanted my work to be, and that was Light the World with Love and Light. And it's the very next morning I got a post that I looked at. I liked the painting that they had done, and it was signed Light, Love and Light. So it was pretty cool, just confirmations. So with that, back to Rachel's story. She no sooner got done with me and she went with her mom, and her mom, who is a pastor and a very spiritual person, talked to her about angels. She said, "You got to hear this song about angels I just heard." And she shared with her that she felt that the army of angels were coming down on earth to help people in the battle that we're in. So Rachel just was like, "Oh, really? Wow, this is so weird." So anyhow, that was the one confirmation that I got about the angels. So now I'd like to share with you about a video that God directed to me today, and it was titled "Woman Dies and Learns When We'll Have World Peace. It's Sooner Than You Think." So she died, and you got to watch the video clip. You really do. I'll share with it again at the end what it's all about. The video is Women Dies, Learns When We'll Have World Peace. It's Sooner Than You Think, a near-death experience. And it's titled with Dr. Linda Kramer's near-death experience. So I'm going to share just briefly about the clip. And I suggest you really look at it because it was pretty amazing. So anyhow, the woman died and she went to heaven, and she felt like she was there for about a year and a half, and she was walking through fields, and she said the flowers would just part, and she would just walk through it without stepping on and hurting any of the flowers. She saw people, she saw streams, she walked through a lot of things, and she was there for she felt about a year and a half. So then her angel guardian angel, tapped her on the shoulder, and she had to go to someplace else, which was a church. And there was 3 beings there, and the energy, she said, was coming from the bottom to the top of these beings. There was a box there, and in the box was all the things that she had to deal with. And so you have to deal, and you have to forgive, and you have to learn about these things. Then she was tapped again on the shoulder, and she went to her grandmother's house. Her grandmother's name was Karina. Mine is Catalina, strange. And she told her things about the future. And again, watch the video because it's only 10 minutes long, but it's definitely worth it. So people in this day, they want answers and are looking for answers. And the grandmother talked about what we think we create, because she didn't know how to get back to earth. And she told her that you had to think about your life, because she was given the opportunity to go into the light or back to the earth. So her grandmother had told her it wasn't her time yet. So she ended up thinking about it and going back to the earth. But again, you create your world. Instead of constantly talking about the negative and how bad you feel and you're hurt and how unlucky you are, or how much you don't have any money, you need to change that around, which I've been trying to do that my whole life, but I just felt like there was something missing, something that was missing that I wasn't connected to. And I'm starting to see that more and more. So you have to tell your things good things. Don't believe the pain and the lies, because it's all lies. We create our life. We totally create our life. This lady here, she healed herself from cancer in her body, tumor in her brain, a broken neck, through her words. She was pushing through the negative and the negative feelings and changing them. So we all do this, and we have to learn that we have to stop this tuning into the negative. We think we have to do it, but we don't. We have to learn to constantly just change our thinking. So God showed me again. I went into quiet time, and all the work that I've been doing about the positive has, it was correct. It was all correct. So I just didn't stick to it. I just kind of, I did it for a while. I kind of let people discourage me from where I was going, but I was on the right track. I just didn't stay that way. So we create our world with our thoughts. If you feel the pain, the hurt, the poverty, then we have to change the words. And we need to say, every time we feel a negative, we have to stop and say, I feel exactly what you want. 1,000,000 times a day if we have to. We have to change the negative words to positive. He showed me that he lives inside of us, and if he lives inside of us, he gives us these hopes and dreams and desires. And we have to look at that and realize that God is living in us. So if we're telling ourselves negative things that are wrong, that aren't right, or that we feel, then we are actually hurting God's life as well, because he put himself in us. If he put himself in us, then we have the power to do the desires that he put in us. So when we're not doing what he put the desires in our heart to do, then we are not only failing at our life, but we're failing at God who lives in us, his life in us. So I just wanted to share that simply, that with our words, we have to change to create the world we want. And it might be hard for you to, even though you're feeling pain or whatever it is that you're feeling, heartache, whatever it is, you really have to learn to change your words, because words are thoughts, and thoughts are feelings, and feelings make or break you. We're just robbing God from the life that he put us. We're robbing God, and we're robbing ourselves by believing the lies we tell ourselves daily. He wants us to have the desires of our hearts. So stop believing all the lies that create all the bad things. Create the life you want, the life God living inside of you wants. And one other thing I would like to just share with you is learning to tune into God the way that I'm talking to you about doing. It helps you to tune into your gut feelings, intuition, little voices, all these things that helps you to be able to connect to the truth and what is truth and what is not truth. And you can have a confidence walking around that you feel the truth, you know the truth. When you hear something, you can know if it's true or if it's not true. So again, this is all about learning to create the life you want. Give up the negative and start programming your mind constantly with positive. So just know that if you need help, go listen to a video that helps you with it, whatever it is that you need, but you have to change your thoughts, your thinking, your words. My little saying has always been, change your world, change your words, change your world. So I hope and pray that all of you will get this message and learn to change your words. And it might take you 1,000,000 times a day to change your negative thoughts, but you can do it. And you can create the world you want by thinking it, feeling it, and talking it. God bless. Have a great day.